Food prices are pretty insane right now and they're only getting worse. So I'm challenging myself to spend only £10 each week to see if I can come up with healthy, nutritious meals. This is this week's haul. I tried to get a few more fruits and veg because I'm very aware that there's not a lot of fruit and veg in this, or that there definitely wasn't last week. So what I've gone for is a bag of frozen mixed veg. These are fantastic. They're only 99p. I wanted to try and get some different veg, but really in Aldi this was the only one that they, well, they did have others, but too much. I kind of fancied maybe trying to get some frozen spinach, but they didn't have any in Aldi. I've gone for a bag of little apples. I thought that might be quite nice. I've got 3 bananas, a bag of penne, 2 tins of chopped tomatoes, some baked beans, 2 kidney beans, chickpeas. I got a swede because that's a nice cheap vegetable in England. I got 4 potatoes, some cheese. When I get cheese, it really takes up the budget. It was £2.50 for this cheese, but I like just getting some cheese sometimes, if I'm honest. I got some more red lentils, that's only 99p, and some yogurt. The total for this was £9.99. And then over here on this side, this is what I've got left over from the previous week. So I've got sort of 3/4 of a bag of onions, a couple of slices of bread that I probably need to use up. I haven't frozen it. It is lasting, but I might throw it in the freezer now actually and pull out when I want it. About 2 portions of spaghetti. I've got a banana left over, some rice, some oats. I've still got some lentils left, a thing of tofu, a thing of baked beans, and 5 eggs. So this is what we're working with this week to make breakfast, lunch and dinners. Maybe even a pudding, maybe even a snack, who knows, we'll see. Let me know down in the comments. What I'm loving most about these videos is everyone's suggestions. I just think it's fantastic. People from all over the world are commenting like different dishes that they would make, kind of cultural dishes and things, and it's just, I've just had so many ideas. It's been wonderful. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions of what you would make with this, definitely leave it down in the comments. I think I'm going to add in a good chunk of this. Some of it, it's still partially frozen, but add in a good chunk. This is just not traditional in any way, but that's okay. I'll add in the tomatoes. Okay, traditionally this would have peppers in, but I haven't got any peppers because peppers are expensive in England. So I'm going to add just a little bit of this frozen veg. That lentil mix did have some frozen veg, but I'm just going to add a little bit extra. I think I'm going to do, this doesn't please me because it looks better when it's even odd numbers, but I'm going to do 2 eggs because I think this will be 2 portions. Okay, lid on. With this kind of the lentil kind of bolognese that I made last week that I've got left over in my freezer, I'm going to try and flatten it back out a bit once it's defrosted, and I'm going to make swede mash. I contemplated doing potato and swede mash, but I think like I'd rather have these potatoes for like wedges or chips or jackets or something else. And I like a swede mash, so swede mash it is. Loads of you have recommended this singing swede method for swedes. Unfortunately, I do not have a microwave at the moment. I really want to do the singing swede method, but no, I don't have a microwave. Maybe I'll just boil it. If I'm doing mash, I might just boil it. So I'm thinking that I've used half of the swede that I'm just cooking up, ready to go on top of this. I'm thinking that usually this size, I'll link these down below, I just think they're absolutely brilliant. I'll put them in the description. This size is usually, when it's full up, it's usually 2 portions for me. So I'm thinking with the swede, it's probably going to come up to the top. Yeah, it's probably going to be just shy of 2 portions, really. We'll see how we get on. Now, I'm going to make breakfast for the next 2 days. I'm going to do a banana, apple, oat baked thing. I'm going to use 2 apples, 1 banana. I'm taking your advice more. Like, I do have herbs and spices, but I wanted to see what I could do without the herbs and spices. But I'm taking your advice. Lots of you are commenting and saying, like, build up your spice supply and use more herbs and spices and things to make your food tastier. And I've got cinnamon and nutmeg here. I just realised I should be using milk for this. And I suppose, like, someone has suggested this as well, and I will do this in the future. Make oat milk with my oats. I could do it. I just haven't got the time particularly right now, which is silly of me, but I'm gonna try it with water. It's experimental. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't work as being like baked. Oh, I've also added some baking soda, by the way. I'm assuming it will just be like not as creamy. I'm gonna mash up this banana. Right, this is what we've got before it goes in the oven. Let's see what disaster we have when it comes out. Swede is done. I've just mashed it up and I've added a ton of pepper. I love pepper on swede. Oh my goodness, I think this is an absolute disaster. It's exploding everywhere. Okay, here it is. We'll see what it tastes like tomorrow. And here's the lentil shepherd's pie. The following morning, and this does look a bit of a disaster, but it does taste alright. I have this left over from last week. Here's the finished shatsuka. I don't think I know how to say that. I'm thinking it's 2 portions. And I've just put a bit of bread in the oven. Kind of mop up. Oh, that's delicious. To mop up the any remnants. The only way to eat this is out of the pan, in my opinion. Breakfast this morning is this other half of this bake. Excuse my washing machine, not washing machine, dishwasher in the background. I just put it in the air fryer to warm up a little bit. And I'll add a little bit of yogurt. Second portion. Right, lentil shepherd's pie tonight, and I am going for half that portion and see if it's enough. And I figured, I forgot I had cheese. There we go, bit of melted cheese on top. That'll make it filling, more filling as well, to be honest. Viewer recommendation breakfast this morning. Bake the banana. Why didn't I think of this? And then I'm going to serve it with some granola that I made last week and a bit of yogurt. Some of my burnt granola from last week on top. Yeah. There we go, breakfast this morning. Oh, it's so nice, warm banana. Cold yogurt. Oh, it's burning me. I've just put the remaining shepherd's pie, lentil shepherd's pie in the air fryer, topped with some cheese. I'm going to have this as a lunch because it wasn't enough as a portion for dinner, to be quite honest. So, yeah, I'm going to have this one as a lunch. I was going to put some vegetables on the side, but I'm just going to have it like this, I think. I am going to use this tofu that I had left over from last week. I think I'm going to use the whole block. I had considered just using half in this dish, but I'm going to use the whole block because it's only a small block. I'm also going to use some of the rice that I'd cooked last week. I love this tofu from Aldi. It's only 99p and it comes in 3 different. You can just get plain, smoked, or this sweet chilli marinated. And it's no more money for the sweet chilli marinated one. So I always get this one because why not get an extra bit of flavour with your tofu? Tofu is quite a bland thing to be eating, and so to get a nice sauce with it is brilliant. I'm going to scrape all that out, not waste any. I'm just going to cube it and then pop it in the air fryer. Right, I'm just going to use half of this rice because I'm going to use the other one for an egg fried rice. Add some of this frozen veg in. I don't want to waste any of this flavour in here. I'm literally going to just like rub it over the top. There we go. There is my tofu rice bowl. It's a lot of tofu actually. I am going for the yogurt baked banana. Oh my goodness. Baked banana and granola mix today. Because I think it's absolutely delicious. Right, I've got a real experiment going on here. I am trying to make, this could be a disaster. I'm trying to make a red lentil pizza base. I've had these lentils soaking overnight. It's a cup of lentils, and I'm going to throw them into my high-speed blender with 3/4 cup of water, some baking powder, a bit of garlic powder, onion powder. Whiz it all up and we'll see what happens. I'm a bit nervous. Oh, I'm not sure about this, you know. I don't think this is going to work. I'm really nervous. I've got another viewer suggestion here, and I'm going to make some kind of spicy bean burgers with the red kidney beans and some oats. So I'm going to drain these red kidney beans keep the juice again for if I cook rice or something. Throw these kidney beans into a food processor with a cup of oats and then just some seasonings. I've got this hot sauce that I got in a Too Good To Go mystery box, so I figured I'm going to add a bit of a squeeze of this. It's really delicious. You obviously, again, I say this all the time, you don't have to add these extra seasonings, but if you have them, why not? And then we'll see how many pates we can get out of them. Pates? Patties. I'd like it to be like 1 pate per meal, so I think 3 is a good size. There we go. I am pleased with them. I'm going to use the other half of the swede and 1 of the potatoes to make kind of like some chip wedges. This was part of the suggestion to do burgers with wedges. They did say just to do the potatoes, but I figured I don't really know what to do with the swede, if I'm honest. It was just because it's a cheap vegetable here in the UK, so I got it. I'm just partly cooking these swede and potatoes and season them up with a little bit of my garlic granules and just some salt. There we go, burgers. Oh, I'm steaming up here. Burgers and wedges that I'm hoping will make 3 meals, and I'll serve with some of the frozen veg. Okay, so I don't know about this. This is the pizza base. It's kind of soft. I don't know whether it'll crisp up. I don't know. If anyone has any advice, if they've ever done a lentil pizza base, this feels like it's going to be an absolute disaster. I think I'll do it this way round. I'm just going to top it with a bit of ketchup. Okay, so it has crisped up quite a lot, to be honest. It's crisped up quite a lot, actually. Oh, yeah. It may be okay. No, it's a bit kind of squidgy in the middle. With some rocket. There's lunch. Look at this. This is not feeling like budget cooking anymore. I've got my kind of wedges, sweet and potato wedges, some of the veg, and 1 of these burgers. And I thought, I've got cheese. Add a bit of cheese on top. I am using my last banana to have with some yogurt and my burnt granola. I'll be kind of glad when this is gone, to be honest. I'm going to try it again, definitely. Got maybe 1 more portion. I'm going to have the second half of the pizza. It was fine yesterday. It was absolutely fine. I do need to do a bit more research on how to make that better, with like the doughiness, but there we go, with another big pile of rocket. I mean, in all honesty, like, I am just liking experimenting with these things. Like, I would have never have made a pizza dough out of lentils before. And whilst, no, it's not perfect, I keep experimenting. Maybe I put too much water in, maybe, I don't know. But I'll keep testing it and seeing. If it's crispy on the edges, it's nice on the edges. Here is my next meal, burger and chips. I haven't put any cheese on it this time, but it's so good. Okay, I'm going to prepare some porridge to have. I'm going to have porridge and jam for the next 2 days. I am nearly out of oats. We are going with jacket potato, cheesy beans, and some rocket from the garden for this meal. Oh, nice. This honestly does not feeling like a budget week at all. I am just going to make a simple, this spaghetti isn't even from this week, it's from last week, and I've got about 2 portions left. So I'm going to make a simple spaghetti with cheese. I'm just going to cook it up, save some of the starchy pasta water, and then add in some cheese and mix it all up, and it should make a nice sauce, and add some veg to it. I've also got 1 of these little roasted garlic cubes from my freezer. I made these when I got my 4p veg at Easter, and yeah, I'm gonna add this. In these kind of dishes, my understanding is that you would use like a hard cheese, like a Parmesan, but I'm hoping this will work. my delicious, creamy, garlicky spaghetti. Oh, I'm honestly really looking forward to this. Breakfast for today. Oh, my last burger and chips meal, and honestly I know what you're going to say. You should add some veg, you should add some cheese. I know, but I just can't be bothered, so I'm having it like this. It's still good, it's still good. We are going with a simple egg fried rice. We've got 2 eggs left. I'm going to use 1 egg, some frozen veg, and the last of the rice that we cooked up last week. Egg fried rice and veg. Delicious. Delicious. I must say that all the time. The kids have started to go, delicious. Every time I serve them something, I think they must hear me just go, delicious. And there we go. That is 7 days of food for a tenner. And oh my goodness, I've had a wonderful week of food. I don't feel like it's been budget food. I've really enjoyed it. And look at all this food that I have left over. It's actually insane to me how much food I've got left over. I've got quite a lot of veg. I probably should have eaten more veg. It's a thing, but just hang on because I'll tell you my little plan for next week. Half a block of cheese left, loads of jam still. Jam's still going strong. Some oats. Oh, actually, talking of oats, I do still have, let me just grab it from my cupboard. A little bit of granola left over. Burnt granola, I've got to add. I've got 1 egg left, 1 portion of spaghetti, loads of onions still going. All of my pasta, didn't even break into my pasta this week. 2 potatoes. I feel like, have I eaten? As I'm looking at this food, like, it doesn't make sense to me that I've even eaten this week. I obviously have. But I got, you know, 4 apples, some chopped tomatoes, baked beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, whole thing of lentils. So I've got all of that to carry through into next week. And so, let me tell you my plan. So people have recommended farm foods to me, and I went into farm foods yesterday. I don't have a farm food local to me, but I was over down at the beach. It's glorious at the moment in England. So I was down at the beach and there was a farm foods near there. So I thought I'd just go and have a little look at farm foods, and the vegetables in there, the frozen veg, oh my goodness, it's absolutely incredible. Such variety. I think I moaned maybe at the start of this video, maybe it was last week, saying that I can't get it like veg. Like I wanted to get spinach, I wanted to get something other than this mixed veg. I think I wanted peppers for that shatsuka. But farm foods has an amazing range of veg. So I think I'm going to go to farm foods and stock up on a little bit of frozen veg. This is everything I have got to carry me through into next week. Let me know, what should I buy next week? What can I make? I know I say it all the time, but I just love your suggestions in the comments. It's just so helpful. I know both to me and I'm sure to other people as well. So do please keep them coming. You can now hype these videos. I would love it if you would hype these videos. You can also join as a member if you would like. Thank you so much, and I will see you next week. This is so bonkers that I've got this much food left. It's insane. I don't believe it.